Hi everyone, delonewolf here, and it's Thursday, so it's time for a mining operation with the Blackthorn Alliance. We've just started out. Our fleet is currently at around 60 members, something like that. And we've started out on our first belt. The priority is Plagio class and Scordite, I think, for the Mexalon and the Pyrite. So yeah, that's the only crystals I took with me. Might have been a small mistake, as I should have taken 3 crystals of every kind, to be honest, just to be able to help mine out the entire belt, but I'm sure it will work out fine. And while we're having a look here at this relaxing yet impressive mining operation, I do have 2 topics that I thought I'd cover in this video, which are about upcoming EVE Online changes and events that we can all expect. I got these from the pre-match discussions in the Alliance tournament. The first one are the live events. So there were some discussions with CCP Grayscale about this, who is a part of the new live events team. And so it looks like live events are coming our way. They're definitely in the pipeline, and CCP is committed to bring those back, which I think is awesome news. And a white beam there, probably a tractor beam. But for now, they're still planning all these live events. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think they're going to combine these with the out of character live events, which we saw at the end, where CCP just gathers a fleet and goes and looks for some trouble, and then story driven live events, from which, from what I understand, they're going to focus on Minmatar events to start out with, to close a few of the storylines on that end. So those are the first live events we can probably expect, Minmatar focused ones, so pretty interesting. Live events with the Sancha have been like one of probably the most fun I had in EVE Online for a long period of time, doing the same activity. I made a lot of videos about these live events. It was a lot of fun just to be there, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing these back, and to be able to do some commentaries and follow the storyline, stuff like that. So yeah, live events, that's one thing we can all expect, and that I'm definitely looking forward to. The other one is a little bit more far away, so we don't really know CCP's timescale on this, but it's the new bosses, like modular bosses type of stuff. So they want to completely revamp that system. What I really like about it, although of course we don't know when we can expect this, and in the meantime I guess it's time for me to jet can a bit here. So jettison, yep, and let me rename my can for a moment. 18, 15, Mizu. Alright, and then when it's full, I just have to let the Orca know so we can take it. But back to these bosses. They plan to make them very scalable. So basically, even if you're in a 1 or 2 man corporation, you can get your own boss up, and like with several modules and stuff, you can make it how you want to. But even now, for a 2 man corporation, which we actually did, we did get a boss up twice in high sec. With the current system, it's actually pretty expensive and pretty intensive to keep it running. It takes a lot of planning, so they're planning to scale the entry level POS back a little, so everyone can have their own small little POS if they want to. And at the same time, if a large alliance wants their Death Star type POS with a lot of, and that is like gigantic, they can get that. Of course, they'll have to plan a lot more, make a lot more fuel in order to be able to keep that running and stuff like that. On top of that, they also want, although that's tentative, you know, all about the process is nothing is set in stone yet. make like docking arrays for capitals and super capitals. That sounds pretty interesting, with a number of slots on a POS where they can dock a Titan or a super carrier. Now that won't be the same docking mechanics we have in stations, but instead they'll be moored to the POS, and then they'll still be out in space, but they'll be completely safe and stuck right there where they are. But I can already imagine a large corporation with a large capital and super capital fleet have like whole rows of POSes with Titans and super carriers anchored to these POSes, like whole lines of them, kind of like the large ship construction facilities you see in all those sci-fi movies and stuff like that. So that would be very cool. I hope that CCP can manage these POS plans as well, and that we'll see them, if not in this winter, in the next summer expansion. It's all still, you know, we have no timeline, we have no concrete evidence, but CCP definitely wants to update the POS system, and I for one am also looking forward to that one. And in the meantime, I get another 14,000. Let's see if I can't almost fill. Let's have a look. That goes in there, that goes in there. No, not full yet, but pretty close. And does it show aimed at around 3 million ISK in this stuff? I gotta try and organize myself a little bit here for a second. Let's have a look at what these Azure asteroids are doing. They don't have a lot left, actually. Let's quickly see if I didn't almost mine one out there. Down to 6,000, 4,000 and 8,000, I think. So that's not a lot anymore. 10,000. I might have to switch it up here in a second. So in the meantime, my drones are doing all the Veldspar stuff. So let's see if I can't at least fill a full can. That'll give us a nice idea about how much time that takes. And I bet that crystal is almost gone, so I'll start up. That asteroid is almost gone, so I'll just start up on another one, and then I'll get a third one targeted, so I can get both of my other lasers up there when I need to. Let's see, almost full, just a little bit more. In fact, if I make sure that I don't lose any cycles here by mining on empty asteroids, I think we'll be there actually. Yep, there we go. So that's a full can, around 8 minutes, maybe 10 minutes if you count at the time I started before recording, or a bit more than that. But for a full can, and that is valued at over 4 million ISK in by the CCP, by the EVE Online system. So that doesn't look so bad. Let me quickly set that name to full. Maybe make sure that you see it. Full. There we go. And then the Orca should pick that one up pretty soon, and then I'll get started on a second can. And yeah, that's our mining up. And two things to look out for in EVE Online. The live events in the first place, very interested in those, and then the post changes. If you want to learn more about that, I'd say keep an eye out on dev blogs. I'm sure they'll try and get those out soon, or go and try and find the pre-match videos on YouTube where they talk about this stuff. Although not that much information is given, it's always nice to hear about upcoming changes to EVE Online, and hopefully there'll be major improvements. And yep, that was some mining and some discussion. I'll see you guys next time.